two spoken word poetry pieces. The first one is titled Clouds. The second one is titled What is Lacking. Please. I know say you no be normal, but I beg. Mona no clap till you don't finish. Thank you. It's Friday night. Standing here right now, I feel terrified. Feels like today would be my last day on this space, but I'm not talking about death. Because even with these pickles, I still enjoy living life the way it is, and I believe we all do. So let's consider you tapping from my energy tonight and feel terrified too. Tell me your stories. It could be sad ones, but it's fine anyways. The world is an unhappy place, and most of the times humans feed on more unhappiness because that is actually what makes us happy. So tell me your stories. Tell me your stories about art. Is it these fine melodious words you think you're listening to, or you're simply waiting on the next artist to come up on stage? Is there more to its aesthetics and beauty you seek to discover, or you could dig deeper into these words and find it more peaceful and powerful? Tell me your stories about God and spirituality. Do you throw praises at him when he lifts you up and go down to cursing him when your sins fail you? Trust me, I know you're battling with issues. I know you're obsessed with gold, but can it really save your soul when the mountains are cold? Because it is what it is, and your soul will never be proud of you wherever it goes. Tell me your stories about love. How many times have you had your heart broken? Was it painful? Did you enjoy it? Did you learn your lessons, or you jumped onto the next relationship with a boy or girl who told you, I love you, and you believed? And that was the dawn of another heartbreak. You see, sweetheart, you have to learn to understand that love is not a word, it is an action. It is not spoken, it is performed. You shouldn't see nor hear it, you should feel it, because it is the deepest connection that can happen with anybody, only if it is real. So tell me your stories about adulthood and humanity. I know the road is rough, life is tough. Well, no one ever said it would be easy, and people will never understand why you are the way you are. So don't say shit to them. Some will misunderstand from their level of perception. Some will use it against you. Others will find a way to misunderstand you. Some will make you feel safe and sell your secrets for a penny. But in all this, which one are you? Which one are you? Are you a man who thinks a woman's place is the kitchen? Are you a woman who thinks men are not supposed to cry because they are strong? Are you a Christian who thinks Christianity is going to church? Are you a doctor who serves strictly after the first installment has been paid? You say your time is money, but can your money buy time when life is at stake and death is the only resolution? These days there is no grain of humanity left in humans, but somehow everyone is a saint. So tell me your stories about death. I've lost a couple of friends this year. You've lost people too. And in every second of every minute of every day, there will be someone in the morgue you know, or your paths must have crossed in the days of old, and you know what that means. So what if the world ended a long time ago? What if dying is actually living from a different dimension, but we are too blind to see, simply because a dictionary tells us to breathe is to live, and we believe? And I don't know if these words make sense, but in all these, I hope you find peace. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, very much. The second piece I'm going to perform is about culture. I don't know if I'm going to shoot shots directly at some people, but anyhow we take them. With the P. Yeah. A wise man once told me culture teaches us everything. Teaches us the difference between good and bad. Teaches us the difference between bad and good. Teaches us how to manage poverty and how to get rich. When we contemplate on the comfort and courage, we realize that there is so much anger and hatred in the garbage, and we begin to ask ourselves various questions. Is it the biological system or the atmospheric system? We are standing at the center of 10 gigantic stones, standing within the flying fresh to be colored golden star of old. 1960, 1961, 1972, and here we are, 10 great sons, completely whole, cultures to uphold, food to upload, and a pit toilet to download. Mais qu'est-ce qui manque? Have we all forgotten the greenish sweet color of Jama Jama, or the joyful smile on grandma's face while making kum kum, or the sunny face of grandpa when sipping sweet, soft, succulent chapalou? I remember when you were growing, all you ever wanted was to wash your hands up to this level, tap Nkui 3 times in your palm and roll it through your hand till it enters your mouth. Today all you want to do is eat hamburger, shawarma and pizza. Some years back you enjoyed licking your fingers after eating sweet achu, okok, sanga and eru, but today your biggest achievement is when using spoon, fork and knife to eat traditional meals. Some call it modernity. Others say it's maturity, mais qu'est-ce qui manque? So what if our forefathers were all modern and matured? What if our mothers had painted long nails and Brazilian hair? And what if all we spoke was good morning, bonjour, not to good German and bembengo ge ombolompe? What if everyone was a university graduate with tight-fitting suit, no gandora and no itogu, and yet they call us Africa in miniature? Because it is our nature and we represent true cultures. Amongst us we feel the temperature. In every literature we exercise that subculture, and the leisure gives us a pleasure to seek for exposure. Mais qu'est-ce qui manque? You see, this thing called culture is underrated, but it lives within us and brings us closer. And here we are gathered, and I write these words because I see a beautiful intellectual world, but I fear that someday our children will go to school and learn about 50 Cent, Beyonce and Kevin Hart instead of Manu Dibango, Bendeka and the Oracle. So please, let us ask ourselves, what is lucky? Thank you.
Glory,